What's good, YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. Christian here again with another video, and as you see, the trailer for the new DLC has dropped, guys. And as we know, the characters that are coming out are pretty lackluster, but I got a little hot take for you guys today. I don't think that really matters, okay? I don't really care if the DLC had SS4, Granola, Frieza Black, or even the Grand Priest himself. This DLC would not save Sparking Zero, and I'm gonna tell you why. This game already has 182 characters in the game, and y'all only played really like 10 of them, if we're gonna be honest, okay? So adding like 20 characters more ain't really gonna change the game at all, okay? That's why I'm not excited for this DLC, for the same reason that I wasn't excited for the first DLC. What this game desperately needs is actually new game modes, guys. We need new ways to play these characters to make these DLCs even worth it, because right now just adding more characters to the game is like adding like drops of water to the ocean. Okay, we have enough characters in this game, and I know that sounds like blasphemy to the average Dragon Ball fan that wants every character possible, but if we're gonna be honest, these characters are not different enough to really justify, you know, just adding more for the sake of adding more. We need more ways to play these characters so that these DLCs are actually, you know, relevant to the actual game. I said the same exact thing when the first DLC came out. I said the Gammas were gonna be largely wasted because they put them in 7DP, and they're in 7DP purgatory, and ain't nobody gonna be playing the Gammas, ain't nobody gonna be playing Cell Max, and I was 100% right, and I'm gonna be 100% right about this if Bandai doesn't add new game modes so that we could play these characters in other places, okay? So what are some game modes that could be added to spice up the Sparking Zero formula? Well, luckily you came to the channel, and I'm gonna tell you right now. So number one game mode that they can add is the 7 and under DP ranked singles mode, okay? So this is essentially the same singles mode we all are used to, except now you can only pick characters that are 7 and under. This is gonna change the meta pretty significantly. It's gonna give a role to those characters that are in 7DP purgatory, characters like Majin Vegeta, the Gammas, you know, Super Perfect Cell, and the like. Would get a lot more play in that mode. It's kind of like weight classes in boxing. It's gonna make it fair for those characters to compete. Changes the meta completely because you won't be seeing MUI, full power Jiren and stuff in that mode, and it allows lower DPs a chance to compete. For example, if you want Beast Gohan in that mode, then you have to start as the base Gohan and work yourself up the transformations, which balances that character pretty appropriately against characters that are in the 7DP scale, okay? So that's the first mode they could add, is a 7 and under DP ranked singles mode, okay? So the second mode they could add is a tag team battle mode, 2v2 mode. You and your friend would create a team using 15 DP and face off against another pair of players. This could be a fun mode where basically 4 players get to participate in one match. It would make it very interesting, and the meta would be very cool because you can even fuse in this mode. So that would be a cool way to incorporate more of a team environment in Sparking Zero. It would be completely different than all the other modes that have been shown during the game. So third, we would have a 3v3 DP battle mode. This could be interesting because it changes the meta completely. I have a video on my channel, me trying out 3-man teams, and they're way more powerful than the 5-man team alternatives in terms of damage. Matches will actually end because the health pools will be less, and the switch mechanic would be nerfed in that scenario because you just have less characters to hide behind, okay? So the team variety will be expanded again, given those characters that are 7DP stuck in the middle of the scale there not being used. It will give them some use, so the characters in this DLC, for example Pansy and the like, can have their role in the 5-man DP squads, but you will have a role also for the Super Saiyan forms and the Gammas and the like, okay, in the 3v3 DP battle mode, okay? So 4, we will have a team raid legendary warrior face-off mode, where you could go with your friends and get in a lobby and face off against the boss character in a team environment, okay? I would make it up to 4 people, but maybe if the netcode does not allow that, maybe you could just make that 2 people, you know, players would have to work together to build the right teams to beat the boss and get the rewards in the end. And the key to this mode would be having good rewards for the mode. Okay, another thing that could be added to the game, of course, is maps. People are clamoring for maps. They're sick of fighting on the same maps. So if anything, I would like them to slow down on adding characters to the game and start adding actual maps and other types of content to the game. We have enough characters, okay? It's not going to change the game if you add 10 more characters, but it might change the game if you add some game modes and some maps to the game, okay? If you like this video, go ahead and like, sub, wait for the next one, and peace out.